All right, hey, what's up guys? It's Roy here. And with today's video, we're gonna be reviewing some products from the company ESR. So they were kind enough to send these 5 products that you see here in front of you for my unbiased opinion and review on my channel. Now they have supported my channel in the past by sending me products to review. So big thank you to them for helping me continue the growth of my channel. So let's go ahead and get these out, look at them, tell you about them a little bit, and let's see if they're worth your hard-earned money. So let's go ahead and dive right in. All right, so as far as the products that they sent me, let's go ahead and just run through them real quick. So right here in the middle, I have the Halolock Dashboard Wireless Charger. On this side here, I have the Halolock Universal Ring. Over here, I have their silicone protective phone case that has built-in MagSafe magnets in it. And over here, I have their silicone protective bumper style case. And then this one's actually the one I'm most excited about. It's a Halolock Kickstand wireless charger. So basically, it's a fantastic MagSafe alternative, but it's got that kickstand, so that's actually a really nice little added bonus. So let's go ahead and look at the first thing, since it's right here in the middle. I have the Halolock Dashboard Wireless Charger. So this is a wireless charger that is mountable on your dashboard, hence the name, but you can also mount it on your windshield, and with it having that suction cup pad there at the bottom, you can even mount it on your desk if you wanted to. So as you can see here, there's a picture of the product on the front. And then here on the side, it just says Tech Made Easier. On the back, you kind of have a little bit of a breakdown of everything. As far as the specs goes, it says the input is a 5 volt 3A and then 9 volt 2A. And then the output is a max of 15 watts. And then as you can see here, there's the information from Amazon. And then ESR branding here. And then just really nothing here at the bottom and at the top, so nothing special. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy out and let's see what it looks like. And here it is. So here is the actual charger with the mount and everything here. So like I said, you do have this suction cup portion here that you can mount on it. So as you can see, there is some little texture there because I have had it on my dashboard in my vehicle for the last like 3 or 4 weeks now, actually. So I've been really wanting to do some hardcore testing with this to see if it's worth the money, because this is going to run about 29 bucks or so on Amazon, and there's always coupon codes. So follow the link down in the description and it will have up-to-date information. But as you can see here, you have this MagSafe charger style here with some pretty strong magnets right here. They do a pretty decent job. So, I mean, definitely works very well with an iPhone 12. And also I've even been able to use it with like my Samsung that maybe has a case with some magnets built in it, and it was actually able to adhere to this as well and wirelessly charge it. So here on the side, as you can see here, you have this look here with this lighting here, so it lights up when it's charging. You have a USB-C port there with some fan openings here to let the device and everything cool off. Same thing here with the light, and then at the top, more fans and openings here. And as you can see here, you have this ball joint type of thing where you can adjust it. It's able to loosen it here, where you are able to slide it back and forth depending on how your dash is or windshield, however you want to mount it. And then you do have the ability here to be able to change the height and everything of it as well. So if you like mounted it on your windshield, you can change it. So it really does work very well. And the suction cup here, it's pretty dang strong. Like I literally drive on a very bumpy road sometimes to work, and it never gave me any issues at all. And at the same time too, it does wirelessly charge pretty flawlessly. Like for example, let me go ahead and grab my iPhone 12 here. And so as you can see, I don't have anything on here, just the back of the phone by itself. And it immediately snaps on here, and it stays on very tight. I mean, it literally does not come off. I mean, it's a very strong connection there, but it's kind of got this like nice soft touch material here. So it doesn't feel like it's gonna scratch my device. It's not like a hard plastic against it, but that magnet, I mean, right when I do that, like about that close, I can already start to feel it work against it, and then boom, there it goes. But let me go ahead and plug this in real quick with my USB-C charger right here that I have. So that way you can at least see it light up and everything when I do charge it. All right, so got the charger here. So I wanted to make a quick point that this is the actual provided charger from ESR. So it's about a 3-foot USB-A to Type-C charging cable. The one that I have in my vehicle, I actually have about a 6-foot one that I use because where I have to mount this in my vehicle and where my charger is in the vehicle, the 3-foot is just a tad bit too short for me. But I just wanted to bring that up, that this is the actual provided one with the actual charger. So let's go ahead and grab this here. And as you can see, like I said, it's a USB-C port. So let's go ahead and just plug that in. As soon as I plug it in, as you can see, the portion where the lights are does light up blue. So let's go ahead and grab my iPhone 12 here and just slap it on. And as you can see, it is wirelessly charging. Now it does not give me the animation for whatever reason for the MagSafe, but obviously I think with this, it's acting more of like a Qi wireless charger, I believe, because it's not giving that MagSafe animation. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, guys, but it is going to give you a very solid connection. But like I said, as you can see here, you are getting that light up there whenever it is on. And these fans do start to work if it's like working overtime, because I have heard the fans blowing a little bit in the past. Now, right now, I don't hear anything, but like I said, it does blow whenever, like for me, especially in Texas, it can get pretty hot. But there is the wireless charger. So let's go ahead and grab the next product. So I'm just gonna put that over here. So the next thing that I'm going to go ahead and show off is going to be the protective case here, and it's the bumper style case, as it says here. So this is a bumper silicone style case. So let's go ahead and get it out and just show you what this looks like. And here it is. So this one is just matte black. It's a matte black silicone style bumper case. So if you know anything about my channel, you know I like black cases. So pretty simple install when it comes to these types of cases. And the way I usually get these installed on my phone is I usually just kind of start with the tops and then just kind of work my way around. Whoops. And there we go. So there is the actual bumper case on my black iPhone 12. So looks pretty good. The only downside of a bumper case obviously is the back of your phone is exposed. And with the style of the phone itself, it is a fingerprint magnet. So you definitely want to have a skin on. Usually I do have a skin on my phone, but for the video, I just wanted to show you the actual black device. But as you can see here, you do have some raised lips that go around the back. So you're definitely getting some nice back protection as far as the bumpers go. And then the same for the front. So as you can see here, I do have a tempered glass on my device, and the bumper is nicely raised around here. And it's a soft to the touch silicone material. Definitely will help a little bit with drops, but obviously don't go chunking it. It does have reinforced bumpers that will help a little bit with drop protection, but once again, it's a bumper, guys, so don't just throw it in the air and test it. I definitely wouldn't recommend that. But as you can see here, you have some raised buttons here, just barely enough where you can fill them. You have a nice little cutout here for the alert slider. You got some nice generous cutouts here for the speaker grills and your lightning port. And then of course you do have your button here for your power button. So just to do it, let's go ahead and do the clicky button test. So fairly clicky. You do have to push a little bit harder just because of the way the material is, but for the most part it works pretty well. And then the same for the volume up and down button. So those are actually quite a bit more clickier and a lot more responsive. And then let's go ahead and test the ease of access to the alert slider here. So a little bit harder to use this one. It is pretty recessed in there. So you're definitely gonna have to use a fingernail to get in there, but I'm okay with that. As long as it's, you know, this accessible. There's been some cases that I've had that are just a terror to actually adjust. But yeah, so there is the silicone bumper case. So pretty nice, feels pretty good in the hand. But like I said, the only downside sometimes with using an actual bumper case like this is you don't get that flat back. It does give you that little bit of a raised material there. So if you are someone that rather not have that, then bumpers usually aren't going to be for you anyways. But once again, there is the actual bumper case from ESR. So the next thing we're going to review is the ESR protective silicone protective case here that does have the built-in MagSafe magnets in here. So this is also a silicone style case. As you can see here, it says Silicone ESR case right here for the 6.1 inch. So this will fit obviously the 12 and the 12 Pro. And then, yeah, so there's a little bit of information from ESR, but let's go ahead and get this out. And here we go. So as you can see here, this is what it is. So you have just a complete matte black silicone style case here. The difference obviously is going to be this like kind of rubbery texture here that actually protects your lenses a little bit more. Yeah, so it, you know, obviously has this here because it's universal for the Pro, but then it also has that little cut up there to be able to not cover up certain things or sensors on the back here. But then when you look inside here, this is obviously the big difference with this case. You have this big material here for an actual built-in magnet for the MagSafe charger. So let's go ahead and grab the device here and slap it in. And as you can see here, this is what it looks like on the device. So it's a black, like I said, silicone style material with the camera here. As you can see, you do have these cutouts here that are perfect for the camera bump as far as the lenses go. Excuse me, got out of focus there. But the only downside to it is since it's universal for the Pro, you can see that it has this cutout here. And that's the only downside to this case, in my opinion, is I do wish that they would have made a separate one for the 12 and then a separate one for the 12 Pro and just made that circle a little more refined, you know, for the flash and everything, instead of it having it look like this. I just think I would have preferred a different look. Let me get these out of the background because I think the camera keeps on trying to focus on that. So like I said, I would have much rather had just a little bit different look there. Now it does say here, let me see what I can read. So it says Camera Guard Pro right here. So very minimal. There's no like branding other than that. As you can see here, once again, you do have your power button here that's raised. And then of course you do got your lightning port cutout. Now with the speaker grill cutouts, as you can see here, it's just the actual hole cutouts instead of just a chunkier cutout. And then on the side here, you do have your volume up and down and then your alert slider there. So let's go ahead and take a peek at the clickiness. Let's do the power button first. And volume up and down. Okay, so clicky buttons for sure, so definitely passes that test. Let's go ahead and do the actual alert slider here. So this one's a lot easier to access, so big time, easy access for sure. And then let me go ahead and grab my MagSafe charger and let's see if it's MagSafe compatible, obviously, since it is built for MagSafe chargers. All right, so got my MagSafe charger here, so let's go ahead and test the capabilities of it. So as you can see there, it is MagSafe charging compatible. Obviously, I knew it would be, but we just needed to test it to show that. So you got that animation. The magnet's fairly strong on here. With that, you know, obviously, as you can see, let's do the swing test here. So it definitely holds into place. I don't know if I would trust using a generic MagSafe charger in the vehicle on this. I think I would definitely want to make sure you're using something that's a little bit stronger. So for example, let's go ahead and grab this and I'll show you how it works here. So as you can see here, it snaps on very nicely and it's very snug. Like I said, I mean, it's not going to fall off. It is very strong on here. And this is actually a case that I've used a couple of days here and there just to kind of like test out that charger there for my vehicle. So this is the Silicone MagSafe charger from them. So not too bad of a case if you're looking for a silicone style slim case. All right, so the next thing that we're going to review is the Halolock Universal Ring here. Now this is a universal ring that you can actually install on a case and be able to give you that connectivity with their wireless charger, or just a MagSafe charger in general, since it does give you that magnetic universal ring there. So let's go ahead and get this out. So let me go ahead and actually get my knife and open this up here. And here's what you're greeted with. So let's go ahead and put that down. So you have a wet wipe and dry wipe. So you have a Halolock Universal Ring, install information here. And then you have the 2 rings. So you have 2 rings here. So what's cool is, they really tailor it towards the iPhone or the Samsung devices. And what's cool is, like with the ESR screen protectors, they provide this cool little tool here where you're able to kind of connect it with one of these here, and then use either a USB-C plastic part here or the lightning cable part here. So it's just kind of cool. You put in the port and it helps line up everything nicely. So let's go ahead and look at the instructions here real quick and make sure we're doing everything right. It's not a book. I thought it was, because it's only showing the iPhone stuff. But as it says here, go ahead and we'll connect all that, yada, yada, yada. Remove backing from ring and align ring with the guide and attach. So I'm gonna do the black one because I think the black will look really cool on the S21 that I have here with that blue skin. So essentially, I'm not really gonna waste my time with these because I don't really think it's necessary. Obviously, we're gonna put the iPhone alignment tool away, and we're gonna use the Samsung one here. So what we're gonna do is grab the tool here, pop it apart. So just take that apart here. And like it says here, A, B, or C. So it says here, if you have an S10e, use A, S21, use B. And for me, I'm going to be the S21. So I'm going to use B, obviously, because I have the regular S21. So what we do here is we just put the holes here, boom, boom, boom. And since I have the S21, we're gonna have the USB-C part up like so, and connect it in. If I can find the holes, that's what she said. And there we go. And then the next thing, what we're gonna do is grab my S21 here, put it in the port. And then now it's gonna, let me go ahead and get it in the port here. I don't know why that unpopped. So there we go. So for whatever reason, with this case on, it's not working very well. Even though, like on all the videos I watched, it's showing putting it on the case, because I don't want to put it on my phone. I want it on the case here. But let's go ahead and set that down. So that's in place, just like so. We're gonna go ahead and peel off for the sticky side here. And you're just gonna put it with the ring port here. So literally, you're just gonna try to line it up as best as you can. And voila. And then take everything out. And there it is, installed on the actual case here. So it looks like it could have probably went over a little bit more, but honestly guys, I really don't care, because to be honest with you, I don't know how often I'll use this. So, this is a case that I don't really care about, so I didn't mind sticking it on here. So let's go ahead and grab, let's just grab the MagSafe charger and let's see how well it actually sticks to it. All right, so got my MagSafe charger here. I have the Universal Halolock Ring on the back of my S21. So let's go ahead and see how well this sticks. So there it is, wireless charge. Okay. Man, dude, that is strong. That is super, super strong. Like, that is literally not going anywhere. I mean, well, there it goes. I had to tug it really hard, but that is a strong connection. Yeah, that's pretty strong. I mean, Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. I mean, I wasn't expecting that to really be super, super snug there. So that is pretty awesome. So the next thing I want to do then is test it on their actual, wireless Halolock charger. Wow, that's impressive. I mean, golly, guys, that is strong. I mean, once you get it in there nice and snug, I mean, that thing is not, it's not going anywhere. I mean, obviously, I'm sure if I shook it hard enough, I could get it to swing off, but that's very impressive. I mean, that is a very, very, very strong connection there for this Halolock ring here. So that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a universal ring that you can put on your case. I could probably take this off and reuse it if I wanted to, but honestly, the residue probably won't last very well. So, once you put it on, it's probably on. But like I said, it does at least come with a black one and a brushed silver, like aluminum style. So this is a pretty cool little product to be able to give you that extra, oomph, especially for someone like myself that's got an iPhone and a Samsung device. If I wanted to use the, universal charger, and I didn't have a case on that has a ton of magnets, then this actually is a pretty cool little addition that you can slap on the back of your phone or just on the back of a case that you don't mind putting this on. So, and plus it looks kind of cool. Actually didn't think I would like it, but yeah, I actually like it. So there it goes. And last but not least is the Halolock Kickstand. Now this is the one that I was most excited about because it's a wireless charger, obviously for the iPhone since it's the MagSafe style, but I can use it if I had this on here. I probably could use it if I didn't have that on there, but it's got a kickstand. So that's what I'm really excited about. So as you can see here, the box is pretty simple. It does say that the input is a 9 volt 2A, and then the output's a max of 15 watts. So let's go ahead and get my knife and get this bad boy open. And let's see what we got in here. All right, so I got some foam stuff there, so we'll get that out of the way. So you have the Halolock Kickstand paperwork here, so it's got your user manual here, all that. So basically just kind of explaining a few things that you can do with it, so pretty straightforward stuff. You do get a provided USB-C to USB-C charging cable, which is very welcomed. And I can tell right off the bat that this is not a 3-footer. This is definitely at least probably 5 feet if I had to guess. Oh yeah, this is a super long one. So they give you a very long charging cable, which I absolutely love. Yeah, it's definitely at least 5 feet. So very, very welcomed. And then the main attraction, which is voila, the actual charger. So it says, look, let's see what it says here at this sticker. So only use the charging cable provided, which, okay, whatever. An Apple cable or other third-party cables may interfere with charging. Charging starts within 3 seconds. And then it says requires a caseless iPhone 12 or MagSafe / Halolock case. Get your Halolock case at esrgear.com. So we'll test that because I'm kind of curious to see if it'll actually charge my S21 without a case with the Halolock ring on there. But here is the actual wireless charger. It's a gloss black, very mirror finish, as you can see here, very reflective. But you got the ESR branding here on the front. It does have kind of like a matte black border, like a metal-like style. Has the USB-C port there. And then obviously it's got our, other way, duh, kickstand. So got the kickstand here, which is actually very, yeah, that's pretty stiff, which I actually really like because once it's mounted, it's not gonna fall over or anything. So that's actually a pretty nice little charger there. So let's go ahead, get it plugged in, and let's see how it performs. All right, so got my charging cable here. So let's go ahead and plug in the USB-C charger. Now there is no LED light or any indicator, unfortunately, to let you know that it's actually plugged in or working. But obviously, I mean, it's a charger, so it is what it is. So let's go ahead and grab the iPhone 12. So as you can see there, it is wirelessly charging the device, but it's not giving me a MagSafe animation. So I wonder if it's just a Qi wireless charger then for it, which I'm assuming so. I mean, that might make sense. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna turn it off. Do that again. So it is just giving me no animation here, but it is wirelessly charging. The magnet's actually pretty strong. I mean, as you can see there, I mean, it instantly grabs. Does a pretty decent job of holding it on place. So yeah, so I'm not concerned about it falling off, but it definitely does hold very tight. Now, just for fun, let's do the S21 with the universal ring. Same thing, it's wirelessly charging, is holding on my device there, and very, very snug fit there. I mean, that, I'm still just in awe of how strong that magnet is. That's insane how strong that thing is. But there we go. And then let's go ahead and show y'all the actual kickstand part here. So obviously with it being plugged in, if you wanted to just kind of have it, you know, sitting up, then you can do so like so. So you have it, you know, if you're sitting down and you're watching something on your phone, obviously you can do that. The other cool thing is you can actually, if you wanted to, you could kind of twist it in a different direction and have it where it's leaned back a little bit more. So you can kind of have like a different degree of angle, like maybe like 120 versus 140 degrees, something like that. But also what you can do is if you wanted to, you can actually unplug the USB-C cable and actually just mount it on your device and just leave it on your phone if you wanted to. So it just acts as a kickstand for your phone. So like I said, you can, you know, just do it different viewing angles there if you wanted to. You could even turn it where basically it's kind of standing up like so. So that way you have it more portrait or landscape. So literally you can do whatever you want with this kickstand, but it's kind of cool because like I said, you can just leave it on, and the only thing you would need to travel with then is an actual USB-C charging cable. So this does help a lot for someone who's looking for something like this. So the next thing I want to do is just for jollies, I want to test it out on the S21 and see if it actually will snugly, is snugly a word? I don't know. But actually see if it will actually charge, because it says it needs certain things for it to work, but I'm curious to see how it does with the S21. So it's wirelessly charging, which I knew it would, but with those magnets in there, it actually does give you at least a little bit of a grip, but it's obviously not strong enough to keep it on, but it's at least strong enough to keep it in place. Like if you just set it down on the table, it's gonna keep it in place at least for you. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, so there is the kickstand. So yeah, I definitely would recommend this thing. This thing's pretty dang cool. So yeah, there you go. All right, guys, so there you have it. There is the lineup from ESR. So all these products are actually pretty dang good. I'm actually very impressed with these products here. So yeah, I definitely would recommend grabbing these if you're interested in any of these. Like I said, do follow my affiliate link down in the description. But yeah, guys, be safe. God bless. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.